On August 5, 2025, the Himalayan state of Uttarakhand, India, witnessed a catastrophic flash flood triggered by an intense cloudburst over the village of Dharali in the Uttarkashi district. The event unleashed a massive surge of water, mud, rocks, and debris that tore through mountain valleys and settled communities. Entire neighborhoods, roads, and marketplaces were engulfed within minutes. The scale of destruction was widespread, extending far beyond Dharali itself, with ripple effects felt across surrounding towns that rely on the same river systems, transport networks, and agricultural channels. The floodwaters carried with them not just water, but also heavy boulders, soil, and remnants of unstable slopes. As a result, dozens of homes, hotels, and small businesses were either swept away or buried under thick layers of debris. Roads that connected remote villages to markets were cut off, leaving communities stranded without immediate access to food, medical supplies, or daily necessities. The sudden overflow also damaged electricity lines, communication towers, and irrigation systems, creating cascading challenges for residents and responders alike. Local economies, particularly those tied to tourism and small-scale agriculture, were disrupted almost overnight. While the cloudburst, a phenomenon of extremely heavy rainfall over a concentrated area, was the direct trigger of the disaster, experts emphasize that deeper factors amplified the severity. The Himalayas are prone to such bursts of rain due to their steep gradients and climatic conditions, but the intensity has grown in recent years under shifting climate patterns. Beyond natural forces, rapid and often unregulated construction on fragile terrain made the region more vulnerable. Buildings, hotels, and shops were erected on debris-prone slopes and floodplains, turning otherwise natural overflow paths into disaster zones. In short, a combination of climate pressures and human choices magnified the consequences of this flood. Preliminary surveys provide a sobering picture of the destruction. 40 to 50 homes were either destroyed or severely damaged. Around 50 hotels and commercial establishments were wiped out or buried under debris. Critical transport routes, including local highways and connecting bridges, were blocked, making relief operations far more difficult. Public infrastructure, schools, clinics, water pipelines, and power distribution units suffered extensive damage, requiring long-term rebuilding efforts. Satellite imagery confirmed that over 20 hectares of land were reshaped by the flood, with a debris cone stretching nearly 750 meters in length and 450 meters in width. In the aftermath, families faced enormous challenges. With homes uninhabitable and businesses lost, many turned to temporary shelters. Basic services such as clean water, cooking supplies, and healthcare had to be managed through community kitchens and relief camps. Children were unable to attend schools due to damaged facilities, and small shopkeepers lost months of income in a matter of hours. Farmers reported that irrigation channels had been blocked or destroyed, leaving crops without water and livestock without adequate feeding grounds. For communities that rely heavily on both agriculture and tourism, this disruption created uncertainty about both short-term survival and long-term economic recovery. The state government has formally requested over 5,700 crore rupees, approximately $680 million, in aid for infrastructure recovery, with allocations needed for road networks, irrigation systems, power supply stabilization, and rebuilding schools and healthcare centers. The Uttarakhand flood of August 5, 2025, is a vivid reminder of how fragile mountain ecosystems are in the face of extreme weather. As climate models predict more frequent bursts of heavy rainfall in the Himalayas, settlements located on debris flow fans and riverbanks remain at high risk. Urban planning and construction practices must be reassessed to prioritize resilience rather than short-term economic gain. Strengthening early warning systems, regulating hillside construction, and integrating sustainable infrastructure design are no longer optional. They are essential to safeguarding both communities and economies in the years to come. Ultimately, the disaster is not just about loss, but also about adaptation. The resilience shown by affected communities, working together in shelters, sharing resources and rebuilding step by step, illustrates a path forward. With stronger planning, international cooperation, and an acknowledgement of climate-driven vulnerabilities, Uttarakhand and other Himalayan regions can emerge stronger and more prepared for the future. The 2025 flood serves as a crucial case study, a moment of reckoning that demands both immediate recovery and long-term transformation.